Hi guys, you're lucky. I had to go shopping again today. I forgot a few bits. So we've got 3 pennies, and thank the Lord, no 2 pennies. Had enough of those yesterday. No 10 pences. There is a severe lacking of 10 pences. I've noticed it ages ago. The 10 pences are really getting sort of obscure. We got 3 20 pences and £3, £4, and £2 coins. 2 times £2 coins. I was really happy when I saw that. Really happy. I haven't seen £2 coins for a long time. I know I had one the other day. Anyway, so let's start. My gloves haven't come through from eBay yet. So I've got to wear this horrible one, which keeps dropping more dirt than I get off of them. Right. Let's put a bit of light on the show so you can see. I hope you did like that what I did yesterday with the 6s and the 9s, because it is very interesting. It's very interesting, and I'll tell you why it's very interesting. 1979. Oh, as you probably, I'll just give you a recap. 1979, the 9s were closed. I don't know what year it's. Hang on a minute, let me get this right. The next one was 1989, and that was open. I could have looked at the 9s, as in 19, one supposes. But I think I did enough anyway. Maybe that should even be another video, to be honest, because there is a 9 all the way up until 2000. But I started off with 1979 simply because of the last digit, and then there would be gaps, such as the next one would be 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Most of those would be, well, they all are 9s in the date. 1990, 94 only having one digit that wasn't. So you could do that. I could do that again, and seeing if by any chance the actual 19.9, whether there was a difference with that as well. Because I was more, my mind is more transfixed with the other 9s, which is a bit of a lie, really. Yeah, I could be held to account on that, to be honest, because I've included. I was thinking more along the lines of 90 to 1999 was all 9s. That's the way my mind works. It neglected to think from 1971 that there's still a 9. So those 9s I've missed out. So it's a bit wrong, really. But I don't think the 19s will matter much, because there's no scope unless they changed for that to be wrong. you know, in the 19th run, I was thinking more along the lines, you've got the more nines, you've got the 19 and the 90s, and then the treble, which is 1999. That's the way my mind was thinking. I actually neglected the in-between dates, and that is something I might do. But anyway, yeah, so I might do that because it was wrong of me. So here we go. Now, what are we expecting on the penny? Let me get my pointer out, my faithful pointer. And I'll tell you a funny thing. You know, I said I lost that penny yesterday. I picked up a penny and lost it. Today I picked up another penny. I thought God must be trying to point me somewhere. So with this, again we come across this bar on the crown, and this other one will be fat, like it is. That's not a fault. That's the way they all are. I don't understand why. I don't see why that would be any different to that. The only difference we concluded with the pound and these is that they joined up. See there's no join. There's no join. There's no join here. But some of the pences do. Right, so let's go for Dilriv. And it's sort of pretty much actually just very good. Look, all the way round it's the same size. I'd like to know what year this is when we do it. The beading is where it should be, not somewhere out here rather than there, as some of the 2p's we saw that happened to. So there's all sorts of things with these coins that sort of strike a nerve. And this is one of the things, I was thinking about this, this is one of the things about looking for errors. It's one of the things I liked about stamp collecting, is finding errors, because you found something that hopefully no one else will have, and that is sort of really the ideal of collecting anything, that you will have something that no one else has, and that's what actually creates the value. So when someone says, oh, anybody can ask anything, well, yes, in certain cases there is, because if someone else hasn't got it and you've got the one that is, the scope is amazing. And I do believe with coins, it's more to do with coins than it is stamps. Stamps seem to be old stamps, really, because they were pretty basic, really, the old stamps. So things, and there's so much more to go wrong with stamps, that the itinerary of stamps being wrong is massive, whereas coins, it's a pretty much tied scope. This and the old gate, not very good, although this coin does have dirt on it, like there. So let's have a guess. We ought to have this on as a prelude to the look at that poor old glove. Prelude to when we turn over to the obverse side, what year do you think it is? And look what creeps in there, 1978. So you see, my 1979 is flawed because you've got a 19 here. And the reason why it's flawed is that I neglected was 19 starts, well, anywhere you like, really, but with modern coins, it's 1971. And that's not strictly true because there was two coins that were 1970 were old. The changeover, the changeover to the date. The same as you got that changeover with 83, but the two are new. Same principle. So this 9 actually is quite important. I've been very focused on the last two, which was pretty naughty of me, really. I don't know why my brain is working in that order. Nothing wrong with the Elizabeth. 2 is to this will be, is it an R? No maker's mark or designer's mark, because it Ralph MD, isn't it? It was said, if I remember rightly, it was said that the initials were on the back of like here, but I've never seen it. See, so there's another thing for you, useless piece of information. So let's go round with the rim just in case we might have missed something. And that rim looks just the same as the other side, which is magic. It's not very often you see that these days. So I don't know what transpired then. Right, so that's for the church bag. Here we go. Oh, no, let's not do that. I wouldn't have guessed that, to be honest. The year on that, what was it, 1978? Hang on, just push it out of the way. Yeah, I would never have guessed 78. So here we are. And here we go. We start off with a thin rim, because the other part of the rim is taken up by this bit. The outside edge. I was going to say reading, but there isn't any reading. It's flat, so I couldn't say that. Right, so we've got a thin rim going to the other edge. Actually, you can still see that there. That is what tells you there's a double rim. 1, 2, 3. It's not always the case. But it sort of starts coming out there above the Y. The Y starts coming out to being wider. Y wider. How cool's that? Yeah. Nothing much going on. Even the inner rim now has copped it rather than the outer side. But then that would lead you to a corkscrew effect. The beading's a bit faded. It's not the best beading. So come up to here, done the 1 and the penny, and here we are. Now here we are, pardon me, that one goes out, that one's still short, but it's not as dumpy, and it joins. Aha, it joins. This one doesn't. I don't understand why, because it should do. Let me just try taking a bit of light. I mean, you can quite clearly see that one does. Nope, that is not joined. That one is. Another interesting point. But the gate and the chain are usually pretty similar. This is in very good condition, because you can see all the they're not rivets, they're called something else, like false studs, aren't they? I suppose you could call them a rivet, but I'm sure that's not what they're called. To see that like that is pretty good. But to see only one side of this joined, see, now if that's an error to the other side, how cool's that? And it matters not what I think. If you've got collections, are they the same? Are they the same? Right, so what year? We know it's a new. No, it's a 1. So it's pre-80. Although I don't know whether that's quite true. But I was edge pre-83. So I would go... What was it? Hang on a minute. What was it? 1 to new, or new to 1? Can't remember. Or new to 2. New to 2. That's clever, isn't it? There's another pun for words. Right, so I'm going to say 80. Probably a little bit later. It looks like it's going to be the same as the other year we've just done. Oh, this is IRB. No, it's definitely later. Oh, blimey, it's well later. I was saying the 80s. Look at that, it's 2001. But look at this. Look at this. At the bottom here. Look at that beading. That beading is pushed out. Way out. And how you can tell that is by doing that. Because it's close to the inner edge, the inner rim, I should say. Then the rim starts coming out. The beading stays the same, close to that bottom rim. And the actual rim itself goes wildly thin. Now here is what you could say is the corkscrew. When it's pushed out that far, and here we go, it comes around and it starts to go up, but it stops there. If that had to come round to there, which you could argue it does, that if that bit there comes round to the top, that's a corkscrew. And I would think that that is probably true. But look how thin this is compared to... Look how thin this is compared to the bit where it goes away. So where does it come back, we ask? It looks like just above the 2 it comes back. And thus the rim starts getting wide again. Very interesting. 2001, I was way out. I suppose the Ian Rank Broadley should have given me a clue. So here we go again. It's a third penny. Nice and bold to start off with. Let's have a look at these. And we have another joint. So I'm going to bet 2000 and something. Can see that there. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it seems to me like it is. That could be dirt. But look, there's nothing here at all. And look, that I think the reason why that is, that's smaller than that. I think. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Very interesting though. So the rim we expect to go down, and actually this is looking near enough exactly the same. The only thing is we've got bead fade this time here, but it seems that the rim is coming out at the bottom again, and the beading goes with it. It's not gone to a really fine rim by any means, but it's because the rim stays fairly quite wide. Yeah, it stops way before. Stops about here, doesn't it? The challenge gate, not very good. So I'll go for 1990, I think I'll go for. Oh, big bold. Look at that for a rim. Hey, that's not bad, is it? And Elizabeth II. Oh, flipping heck. Now that's an RDM. Pretty poor one at that, I've got to say. But I think that's Edgenock. Yeah, the R. This is D&M. It's just that leg of the R. Is that a bang? So regarding speeding, oh look. Now that I think you're going to find is a rarity. 1988. I've said this before, haven't I, somewhere? I don't know why. Or is it the 2008 that I'm thinking of? Let's have a look at the 1988. Open 9. Hang on a minute. Oh, 1988, wasn't it? I'm thinking of 1989. In actual fact, that does mean, because I've got 1989 open. So 1988 is also open. So I don't think I have been misrepresenting. I'd need more 19, the odd ones between 90 and 70, 71. But I will do that. I'll do that when I'm got nothing else useful to do. Yeah, that's a heck of a rim. And I would imagine all this here is Edgenocks. Oh, let's have a look at that B. in Elizabeth. There's something not right about that. But I'm going to put it down to something's gone across it. And I don't know what that is hanging on to the edge there. It's probably a piece of my glove. Yeah, it's a piece of my glove. These are rapidly falling to pieces. Even the thumb's going now. That's touching these coins. I tell you touch a new coin and you will feel that sharpness. I'm going to say. It really is true. There's something bugging me about 1988. I'll have to try and remember. Yeah. It's a shame about that. Right. So that's the pennies. Here's a 5p. Long time since we've seen a 5p. And funny enough, they've both got the drumsticks. If I do that, you can see both of them there. One. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you can see them both there. And if we lighten it down, you should see the... No, you don't. You don't see it at all. So it's pretty poor. That's pretty poor as well in there. There are beads of metal, runs of metal. One there. There's one here. That's a blob of metal. As you know, with the 5p's, it's more common than ever. It goes like this. Internal parts get shown. But yeah, nothing wrong there. Nothing wrong with a 5. There's a blob of metal there. In there. See if I can get that to show up better. Yeah, it does, because you can see where it would normally go round. So there's blobs of metal there. There's blobs of metal here. And even there, there's blobs. But it's, you know, you can't sell a coin just based on blobs. There's got to be something else. There's your reading. You can see the reading. But the rim stays the same. So that's what tells you that there's something odd going on. The fer-de-lise are okay. The pence is okay. But if you're looking for an error with the pence, it's the P. That's usually filled in. And the 5 is the V and the E for some reason. I can't place a year on it. But we should go across to that side now. IRB, so we know it can be anywhere. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Between the... Oh, there it is. I took my glove right now. It's looking me right in the face. 2014. Yeah, what a wally. God, what a rim though, look. Look at that rim there. And then it changes away from that side to this side. The inner rim. Oh, it goes thin here. Oh, yeah. So there's your rim really fine. And the massive inner rim. And like I say, guys, look at your proof coins. And if you're really interested, get an eyeglass. You don't want one of these unless you're doing it for a purpose. Because you're going to have to get the coin right in front of you. Which means you'd have to take out the case, and you don't want to be doing that. But you're pretty senseless doing that unless you were sure. So the RB's okay. 2014's okay. It's one of the big years. 14. I've got a funny feeling it is. It is the 5p. Because the 10p is 2012. Oh no, it might be 14 then, or 10p's. The 5 pences are 2010, 2012. I think that's it. I don't recall them coming up this late. Although this is 14, the ones with errors tend to be lower. Something else I've got to do. Right, so nothing there. That's all with a church bag. 20p's. Let's have a look at this one. MD, really nice MD, Michael Dent. Yep, that's classic. 20's all in line. Let's have a spin that round. It didn't spin round very much, did it? See, the W is all in line. Now this is funny, isn't it? A 20 pence that shows an edge. Doesn't stay for long. Doesn't stay for long. Very interesting though. Especially if we look at the edge where there should be nothing. Nice claw. Not the best of claws, I've got to say. But it's a nice claw. Let's come round here. Everything seems to be intact. No blob runs of metal on the tail. The only thing we are seeing, now we turn that coin round, is the outer piece of that. Just as it is there with the inner, the outer on that side. Because they're not rims, that's just a line so that these beads can be made. But yeah, that's a lovely 20 pence piece. Oh, look at this dirt coming off my glove. Oh, it isn't. It's off the coin itself. That's the coin. On that H. Sailing very close to the wind there. Elizabeth. It's only on the Isa really. IRB. Yeah, it's not very often you see that. A 20p with a rim. Where is it? Was it the other side then? Must have been. Seeing you got it there. I don't know what this is above the E, but we're going to have a look because we're going to go to that side now anyway. So Oh look, I can see them already. Can you? Can you see them already? Yeah, you're better off without the light on this one, but look at them. The 20p piece with reeds. Incredible. Yeah, you see much better in the dark there, don't you? Fantastic. I think that is absolutely fantastic. When you see it as bold as that. So anyway, let's have a spin round. I know I was going to look at that lump above the E, but yeah, you can see them there. You can see them there. Let me take the light down. Yeah, if you go towards the right off the light, you can see them. And now right in front of you, it's just that the light's catching it. See, the more light you give, the worse it gets. It should be, the darker you get, it should show more bits. Doesn't seem to be doing it any good at all. But they are there. Yeah. This one's got a good grouping of them. This is more like the 50p piece. Come on, stop mucking about. They are there. Trust me. Look, see? Very good 20p piece. I haven't seen it this good on a 20 pence piece. Look at them there, look, in the dark. You can see them. Look at that. Look at that. This is the only time where magnification really plays a big part. Look at that. Look at that. Do you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of rock, geological rock, and what you're looking for. That's what it reminds me of. Think of all those coins. They've got a 20p piece in them and you can't see the edges. It's not funny because I was one of them once upon a time, so I do have sympathies with you. But as I said on that video with the pamphlets about Royal Mint, it is funny. Yeah, so I suppose I've got to keep that. I've got to keep that. So here we go to another. Oh, here's another one. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look around the edge. Let's start off where we left off because that saves me focusing then. Come on. Yeah, they're there as well. See them? Let's get that light. Come on. See them? I don't know what year this is. What was the other year? I don't think we did the year, did we? Yeah, look at them, look. Look at them. Beauties. They are real beauties. But if you look to that, where it goes off in the dark, from the shiny bit it is the edge of both sides, the shiny piece. Where that goes dull is the edge. But look, look. Interesting to see what the Royal Mint's got to say about that. Oh yes, that's this, that, and the other. So really, edge, if you ask me, oh, look how bad that is. Stroll on. That's what you call an edge knock and a half. But look, it's still there in all their glory. Look at them. I wonder how many collectors actually keep their receipts. I used to keep my receipts, but then I thought, I can't remember what year it was, but I thought, what's the point of keeping them? But here's the point why you want to keep them. See, look at that, look at that. That is a lump of metal and a half, what I'm talking about. This here. This is a lump, a real lump of metal. So let's see where it's come from. Is it at the bottom? Or is it? Where is it? So it's not particularly there. But it could be, and I don't even think it is, to be honest. That is like a blob. Because it's right on the top of the Q there. So it's right on top of the E. So let's now move that in. Oh yeah, look at that. Something's really damaged that. That metal's been pushed as we look. It's been pushed from that side up onto what should be a corner, and it's just rounded that off. But it's showing all the inside of the coin. I'm surprised that E has got away with it, but it's close. That's close to knocking off its top. Incredible. Let's get this in focus. Right, so let's go round. Yeah, not very good. IRB again. And it's a 13 this time. A nifty looking 3, to say the least, but knowing that the edge has got that sort of damage, you see, I'll tell you what's, can you guess what's wrong? Just guess what's wrong. I'll leave that with you for a minute. Can you guess what's wrong? Right. This. If I'm not mistaken, the date should be more around a bit. That, if that's what I think is true, that should be there. Because the one, I'll tell you why I'm saying that, because the one is always, hang on a minute, is it, which way is he round, is it? The one drops, if I remember rightly. The one does come down like that. So if it comes down like this, here, that's what you get. You get it really close to that inner part. And it shouldn't. That should be across. I reckon that should be where the 3 is, because that 3 does not look right. And I don't really know how I can prove that. But I'm going to assume it's something to do with this. The 1 always looks elongated to the rest of the numerals for some reason. It's got quite a nice tip. But this 3 just doesn't look right. But if I look at the 2 and the 0, it's close, I suppose. I'd have to look that up. 2013 on the net. But there's something not right. Trust your instincts. Oh, that orange, that orange really sailing close to the edge, to the rim edge, I should say. Yeah. So I'll say the 20 is correct now. This is the pence. Let's have a look at the claw. What's the claw like? Oh no, that's not very good. That's not very good. That's quite abysmal. The same goes here. Actually, this is really not very good at all. This coin. I don't know what's going on with it. There's too much of this colour, this gold colour, showing. Even though it looks correct. The towel's been knocked, but it still shows all this. Poor claw though. Really poor claw. Just trying to... No, that's not a claw at all. Actual fact, you can see this here is that's what that all is. So where is your claw? Because that's the tip of them. So where's your claw? The only bit of claw I can see is this one. That's one. Going the other way. So you tell me where that is there. This keeps freaking going out of focus. I'll tell you, the only reason I'm going to put that in the keep pile is because I really want to see a 2013 coin to see if I'm right. Because look, there's a lump of metal there. That one should be up. I'm going to keep that, and hopefully I will remember why I've kept that. An old one here. I didn't check on the rim on that either, did I? Or did I? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. W, it looks more like a WC, but it is a WG. 2000. 20 pence. Now that's the off version. That W's up. Should be back here, as we've just seen with the other 2 coins. IRB there. Elizabeth. That's more like where it should be. That's the sort of gap you'd expect to find. Now, let's see if we can find... Oh, yes, straight away. Got to get it into focus. Right. I did see them straight away. I think they are there. These are not bold. Not as bold as the last two we've seen. I wouldn't... No way would I attempt to get someone to look at that and say it's got lines on it. Okay, let's whack it up a bit. Let's get my pointer out of the way as well. No, it's not as good, is it? I can see them, but they're not as good. See them there? And to the left. Yeah, you can see them, but it's a damn sight harder. Once your eyes are adjusted for it, they jump out like a sore thumb. I saw that when the see, look there. Actual fact, it looks like that's crossed over. That reads more like a cat. It's crossed over. I'll tell you what I mean, if you can see it. There. Okay. And then it crosses over. For some reason. It cuts right across. I've never seen that before. Yeah, because you can see it doesn't go up to the top. Come on. It doesn't go up to the top. There's another blooming wedge of metal. Yeah, this is not as good. By any means. I wouldn't try and sell this. No. So that goes in my pocket to spend. It's getting full again. My pocket's getting full. Right, 50 pence a piece. Oh, 50 pence a piece. Let's stay while we're at it. In this viewing state. Shout if you can see them. There. Top right. There. I can, yeah, as we spin round, I can see them. They're coming into view and disappearing as they're going into the light. Yeah, it's not very. They're not very showing in the dark, these ones. But you need a bit of light on them, it seems to be. See that now to the bottom left. And there's a few there on the top right. But they're not good. I've seen better on a 50p piece. Let's just see if it is whether I knocked it or not. Nah, they are there, but it's not very good. This looks like it's been battered to hell. I can see one, or like now in the bottom left, I can see two, but they're not. They're not disgraded. I can't think of the word. What's it called? This something or the other. No. So what year is this? 1997. Oh, see, I'm gonna get. Nah, that's a free. That's more like a free. You don't see that often. That is a 3. That's beautiful. Very nice. And I tell you what, that must be a year that's not often seen. I've got to be careful there. IRB. Elizabeth. 2 dots. Nice wide rim. There's a run of metal. There. Above the F. That's my pointer. I can actually see that without any magnification at all. And I'll tell you what I'll try and do. I'll try and that starts at the beginning of the end of the F top to the D. You can see that run, and then you've got this huge edge knock again above the D. I can't believe that's 2003 though. Must keep a memory of that. $50 is looking. The bottom of that F is terrible. But everything else is okay. Yeah, can't believe that's 2003. I shall put that on. I'll put it over here with them 20p pieces and I'll know. Right, £4. up to an hour already. We should do with these quickly. The branch has come down too far. Can you 17? This is 2017. I just say, can you see that micro writing? Yeah, you can see it up there now. 2017, quite clearly. Yeah, that's right. That's spot on the leak. So I don't know how that branch at the bottom can be misplaced. Something else is going on. Thistle is okay, so it's not a fake. That's definitely wrong. That's definitely wrong. Shamrock. Definitely wrong. Both of them. But why are we not seeing a doubly because of that? That should be up here. Not there. Should be up here. There's no sign of doubling. I don't know what's wrong with that. Again, the only thing you could do to determine that is by having a measure. DP's fine. Let's go around the other side, see what that's got to say for itself. 2017, £1, really good £1. You can see that all the way. Well, sign of a long. Oh no, it goes quite a way round, so it can't be an edge knock. Oh look, there it goes. There's another one. Right, the Queen's prong is well inside, so that means the neck should be planted. Elizabeth, perfect. Reg, yeah, there you go. Look, the security seal's right off. Actually, in fact, the point is. The point is nearly touching the inner edge. That's all been damaged, but the trunk of the neck is clearly planchetted. Planchetted. See? Just want to see if there's the symbol. I can get that in the right. The one is another one of those that there's a symbol drawn on my arm. Comes along there, up into the middle, back round and out. That's the pound symbol. The one there's the one. See it? And I can't show you it with me pointer because both of me, if I let go, I hope you can see that. There. Come on, stump. Oh, you son of a... Right, there. I wasn't quick enough with my pen. There. Up and out. Up and out. Which is... just want to catch those reeds for a normal size. 4 reeds and 4 reeds out. Yeah. So that's a coin that's got both. So that's definitely not a fake. Without a shred of a doubt, that's not a fake. Actual fact, that's such a good coin. You would want to keep that in your collection, even though it is a bit battered and so forth. Right, we've done that. So let's go to the edge now. Oh yeah, you can see them. There you go, look. See them? I don't know why I'm doing this, because you must be able to see them. There, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can see them without a glass, you must be able to see them. Although it is still magnified. Right, let's get another piece to show you again, if it comes up. They're not very good on this one, but they are there. There's one that, pardon me, there's one that stands out really well. Another one there. Right, there you go, look. Let's take a bit of light off. Yeah, you can see them there. Don't know what's going on there. It looks like someone with a claw. But I don't think that's anything to do with the reeds. And not really. I thought I had a better visual than that, but there isn't on that side. And there you can see them. There you see them, there you don't. And there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And even that one, again, seems to come off over to... I don't know what that is coming on there. But you can still see the reeds. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, 1, 2, 3. I can see 3. And the other side, I'm not seeing any. So I suppose I've got to keep that in the keep pile, haven't I? Spent 9 minutes on that flipping coin. Right, so we come straight back to here, which was what we had it in focus for. Yeah, you can see them there as well on this one. I can see, starting from the middle left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if I'm lucky to the right. No, I don't think there's... No. Let's have a look at this side. No, it's too lumpy. When you see them that lumpy, no, definitely not. So this is... that's debatable. There they are. And we started where we started off with. Right. Let's have a look at the old doodah. Tree branches are only slightly up off of the outer coin. So we'll go up. Good crown. Another paw. Another paw. Look at this. So it's another paw shamrock. That's not right. That is. That's okay. The thistle. But that's not right. That's way off. Let's see what the other side of it says. Yeah, that's not right. That's not right. It's right on that flipping rose. Look, it's right on it. What year is this? I didn't see. Oh, look at that rim. It's a nice distance away from the inner coin. The prong has, I think it's sunk into the dip. I don't know, I think that might be part of it, but so that means that the trunk of the neck should be up rather than planching it. Yeah, there you go, it is. It's JC as well. 2017 again. And you can see the pound straight away without even looking because the dirt's caught it. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the little bit of the one. Then it comes down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got in the same position without moving it, you've got the symbol as well. Comes out there, around there, and then around there. You can see both at once, and you're not supposed to see both at once. But I don't think it's a fake. I had a girl on the till check my £2 coin I gave her. She actually looked for it. I couldn't believe it. First time ever. I've never seen a till girl look at a £2 coin. So she must be one of my followers. No, nothing there. Go off, hell pocket. This must be another 17, is it? As soon as I slap that on there. See how close that branch is sailing to the wind? £1. That looks like the one we've just put in my pocket. Yep, top of the thistle's okay. They are the same size, the shamrock, on this one, but it's still small. They both should be bigger. So let's see if we can get a year out of this without actually looking. It's a bit dirty, this coin. None of them can be seen. You can't put a year on that. right across. The prong is up. It's plancher head. So the throat, the trunk of the neck should be high. Yeah, it is. What's this then? Oh, JC. It's a JC again. Yeah, that line shouldn't be there. There's no sign of a doubly. Not really. That JC doesn't look particularly good. Where it does. What's this? 2016. Double rim, that's for sure. That last one had a terrible double rim. I mean, you can hardly see the rim on this at all, can you? It's so fine. Over in there. Starts going wide. It can go in my pocket as well. I think I'll call this one quits, guys. After this, I'll do the £2 later. £1. This is a Oh, there. So it's a 20. Is it a 17? I suppose it's got to be the state. Oh, look at the state this is in. I wouldn't even bother trying to work that one out anyway. There'd have to be something really good to make me think of this coin. Oh, there, look, the leak's missing completely, near enough. That. Yeah, look, it's gone there. The leak leaf has gone there completely. I reckon this must be a 17. I'm going to go for. That's. Yeah, this could be a fake. That's not right. There's hardly any crisscrossing going on it. This could be a fake. Be interesting to see what weight that was. So what year is it? It's a 16. Oh, look at the state of it. So a prong is in, yeah. Oh my lord, what's that? Oh, no, that's not an edge lock. Yes, it is. But I can't tell you which way it is. Where's my trusty eyeglass? That is. Yeah, it is. It's an indent. So Michael Dent. Terrible coin. Yeah. And there's your gap for the security feature. Yeah. Actually, that's really quite good. But nothing there to see. Have a quick look around the edges, but I'm not expecting to see anything around the edges on this. Actually, I'm saying I'm not. I can see a couple there already. There's a couple there. Actually, this is more than a couple. No. No. There is there. But between those scratches and the reeds, it's just ridiculous. Gone. Yeah, they are there, but they're so small. I'll do one more. Yeah, they are there. There they are. There's some there, but too much damage. Look at that for an edge knock. Ooh. So that can go in my pocket. Do you want me to do the £2? It's a long video. You're talking about 1.5 hours. Let's try and do them quickly. Right, we're going for a quick doodang. The inner coin's dropped. The coin's dropped, and we're now coming out. It's not a very good coin anyway. £2. Now, you know what I said about a couple of days ago, wasn't it? We were talking about Planchet on those magazine things. That's exactly what you saw. You saw that, this lift up, and then that in there was this. I know that's really odd to say, but that's what had actually happened. And this is not a forgery. There's the nipple on that one. This one's okay. Like I say, these are all yeah. Yeah. £2. And it's a 2012. That's another date we don't usually see. BR's fine, but it's like I say, it's dropped. It's collected mud, dirt, whatever. And let's have a look at them. Oh, better the inscription as well. That's absolutely brilliant. That cross. We dropped in on that cross, and that is brilliant. There's no way this is a fake. Standing. On the Shoulders. The L's a bit iffy. The D is a bit iffy. I don't know what's going on there with that reed. There seems to be something going wrong with the inscription. Oh, that's an arc. That's an edge knot. That's why that reed looks funny. But the D, the actual writing, the inscription's a funny font. That's not right either. That G isn't right. The T isn't right. But that cross is superb. Put that over there. Let's have a look at this. Right. Completely different font. Nice and bold. Standing. The G's a G on the much better font. Shoulders of, and that G, see how the G there is what it should be. Another good cross. Blimey. 2 good crosses on the chart. It's a 2012 and a 2013. Oh, look at the planchet there, look. Look at that. Wow. See what's up the upper end. Oh, the upper end's not too bad. It's an unusual placing. BR's not too bad. Screws are okay. Cogs, wheels. Well, that one there's taken a bit of a bash. Oh, and there's a security feature. Better off more like when it was down like that. Yeah. 12 and 13 together. Most unusual. Always a doubly. It's a doubly round the Queen's head. Beautiful. Oh no, so I'll keep me more coins than I'll come back and do these again sometime. Okay guys, I don't want you falling asleep like I am. Bye for now.